On today's video, I'm going to be taking you on a driving tour of a new community in Frisco, Texas called Hazelwood. This exciting new development features Jeni townhomes and Normandy Homes building single-family residences. A perfect fit for anyone wanting to be zoned for the new top-notch Frisco ISD schools. As we cruise through, I'll break down the taxes, fees, current prices, and what homes are closing at and the best deals to look out for. Plus, I'll share what the future holds for this area and all the other amenities this neighborhood has to offer.
So that makes sense.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video today. You join me over here in Frisco, Texas, and we are gonna be checking out and driving through the new community coming over here on the northwest side up along the border of Prosper and Little Elm, Texas, along 423 and Rock Hill Parkway. This area of Frisco is kind of the furthest northern western area you can kind of get at, so we are on the far corner of Frisco, Texas. However, there are still plenty of other grocery shopping and other things around this area, so you're not too far away from that. You are a little bit further away from like the heart of Frisco, where the Stonebriar Mall is, where the Star is, Legacy West, and things like that, and I'll get to commute times here in a little bit. First details that we'll talk about is the builders that are within Hazelwood. This neighborhood is building out single family homes, and they are also building out townhomes. There's going to be a lot more single family homes in here, of course, rather than townhomes. They got a couple streets in this neighborhood of townhomes with different colors by Jeni, and then these single family homes in here seem to be all brick or they're being painted, and that builder is going to be Normandy Homes. To find information on each builder, you can go to cbjenihomes.com/communities/Hazelwood, or you can go to normandyhomes.com/communities/Hazelwood to find out more details on the floor plans and more of the specifics. I'm going to talk about some of the floor plans in here, talk about some of the quick move-ins, give you guys an idea on the price range and kind of what else is coming around this community and what this community has to offer as well. For the county that this neighborhood is located in is going to be Denton County. The tax rate in here is going to be around 1.7%. You're going to be paying the city of Frisco, Denton County, and Frisco ISD. The difference on this one between like Collin County really is that you are not going to be paying the Collin College tax. You're just paying for 3 tax entities in here rather than being over in Collin County where you end up paying for 4. For the builders, right, they're doing townhomes, they're doing single family. Normandy Homes is building 40-foot to 50-foot lots in here, and the Jeni townhomes, those fronts are probably around like 20 feet, and they're shared with lots being built with like 6 homes apiece. So each block is coming with like 6 to 3 homes depending on kind of where you're buying at within the neighborhood. But I'll quickly pull out kind of the low end and high end for each lot size and for the builders. So for example, the 40-foot lots in here, they've got 4 floor plans available. On the low end, they have the Canes. That's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 3,027 square feet, starting at $738,000. On the high end, they have the Volante. That's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 3,193 square feet, starting at $786,000. For their quick move-in homes right now, they have 8 homes available. On the low end, they have the Laurent. That's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 3,131 square feet, listed at $749,000. And on the high end, they have the Volante 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 3,193 square feet, listed at $802,000. So you can kind of see the difference between what that starting price is, that Volante plan at $786,000, and then they have that one built out with a lot premium, the elevation, structure upgrades, design upgrades, everything built out, and that one's being listed at $802,000 right now. For the 55-foot lots, they have 5 floor plans available. On the low end, they have the Baptiste plan. That's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,368 square feet, starting at $784,000. And on the high end, they have the Royale. That's a 4-bed, 4.5 bath, 3,586 square feet, starting at $909,000. And for the quick move-ins, they have 6 homes available right now. On the low end, they have the Baptiste plan. That's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,368 square feet, listed at $778,000. And then on the high end, they have the Rousseau plan. That's a 5-bed, 5.5 bath, 3,945 square feet, listed at $1 million. Now, $1 million for a Normandy home on a 55-foot lot with these level of amenities in here over on this side of Frisco. I do think you can kind of find better options at the $1 million price point. I think the only reason you're really trying to be in that $1 million price point around here, or maybe I'm just trying to justify it in some way, is that you're really close to PGA headquarters, you're by the Omni, You're by kind of all that big Fields of Frisco area that's getting developed around here, but you are just further away from a lot of things that people like going around to over in Frisco or over in Plano. So you are close to some of those new developments getting put in, but I do find that families that are over this side of town still end up driving a lot further over into Prosper to get to the gates of Prosper to buy things and shop, or getting down to like the Stonebriar Mall or Legacy West to kind of do their shopping around there. And here's a plat map for Normandy Homes. The red is going to be sold, the gray is future release, the green is quick move-ins, and then the light blue is what's going to be available. So you can see on this map, kind of around the perimeter of the neighborhood is where all the single family homes are getting built, and then more in the middle of the neighborhood is where those townhomes are going into. Recently closed in here, there was a home listed at $831,000 and it closed at $791,000. That was a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, and that one was 3,193 square feet. So if you're currently looking at prices right now, every deal is structured differently, of course, but you can kind of see that, you know, something listed at $830,000 is going for $40,000 less when they actually start running the numbers. So if you're also looking at a house right now that might be listed at $900,000, they could be going and selling that house for $850,000 to $870,000. For the CB Jeni townhomes, they're going to have 11 floor plans available. On the low end, they have the Austin plan. That's a 2-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,952 square feet, starting at $474,000. And on the high end, they have the Wyatt plan, 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,469 square feet, starting at $591,000. And they have 4 quick move-ins available. I pulled out some of them on the low end. That's the Austin plan, 2-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,914 square feet, priced at $494,000. And on the high end, they have the Wyatt plan, 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,469 square feet, listed at $610,000. So once again, the difference between those, that Austin plan is starting at $474,000. They're listing that home at $494,000. That Wyatt plan is starting at $591,000. They're listing that home at $610,000. So, you know, if you're thinking about building the home out, just whatever that starting price is, just add maybe another $20,000 to $30,000 on top of that. The design center selections and things like that are going to be very basic in the CB Jeni townhomes. They rarely let you pick out different things. For the most part, they're going to have stuff already pre-planned in there, so you're not going to really push out your budget. You're kind of going to know what you're going to spend when you get to the actual contract part right at the beginning. That doesn't really change much because there's really not like a design center and other things you got to kind of price out, or like lot premiums. An end cap lot might be a little bit more expensive than one that's an interior lot, just because those end cap lots are going to provide a little bit more space and be a little bit more of an open field because they got more windows going into the actual home, right? Recently closed, there was a Sophia plan. It's a 3-bed, 3.5 bath, 2,341 square feet. It was priced at $608,000 and closed at $558,000. So once again, they're coming off like $30,000 to $50,000, just kind of depending on how the deal is structured. It's also going to be depending on the financing. If you're coming in with cash, I've seen those builders work a lot more coming off the price than if you're being someone that's financed, because there's a lot more contingencies with the financing. You have to worry about the appraisal and things like that too. Here's the plat map also for the townhome. So red is going to be sold, gray is going to be future release, green is going to be the quick move-in, and light blue is what's going to be available. And for the HOA in here, the HOA for like the single family homes is going to be a little over $1,500 per year. And then for the townhomes, it's going to be $376 per month. Now that $376 per month also comes with yard maintenance on the townhomes. $376 per month. I would hope that it would come with yard maintenance. I wish the HOA was a little bit cheaper in here. I wish it was around that $250 to $300 per month mark. I think once the HOA for like a townhome starts getting to $400 per month, I think that's a little bit heavy, but at least it does come with front yard maintenance, like I was saying. The amenities in here do kind of make up for the HOA though, I feel like in some aspects. You do get a pool, you do get walking trails, you do get a playground, event lawns, open spaces in here. It's not like they're just putting up just homes and leaving you with just a field. That's how I felt like with the villages on Main Street. That's another community that's kind of like this. I like this one because you're getting more of an amenity center rather than that other one where you didn't really get an amenity center. You just kind of got a playground and an event lawn. At least this one's coming with a pool area. Outside of this neighborhood, you're going to have like an industrial warehouse on the far west side of this neighborhood. So you are going to notice more big trucks and potentially semis, but at least big delivery trucks out on the west side. Also on the west side of this neighborhood is going to be a power line structure. So really, if you're looking at lots right now, I wouldn't be going for the single family homes that are along the west side of this neighborhood, just because not only do you have power lines on the back side of the home, but you are backed up to 423, and 423 is basically a highway system. So it's a 6-lane road, 3 lanes going one way, 3 lanes going the other way. So it is going to be noisy on that side. If you do want to have the best of both worlds, where it's no power lines, quieter side, I would stick more to the east side of this neighborhood. Also on the north side is going to be Somerset Park, and then you're also going to have Hollyhock. Those are 2 other neighborhoods built around here, really good neighborhoods, so at least you're around some other type of good communities that have high valued homes. And then for the grocery and commercial properties, not too far away from here, you got plenty of restaurants, plenty of shopping. That's less than 5 minutes away from here. Also along 380 highway, so if you needed to get over to the Dallas North Tollway, you just get out of this neighborhood, turn right, you're up on 380, you turn right there again, and then you're down another 10 minutes and you're up on the Dallas North Tollway. So it's a little bit better than actually being a little bit more interior with this neighborhood, because you don't deal with as many school zones. So you're going to go out of this neighborhood, you're going to be on 380, and then you're a straight shot to the Dallas North Tollway, rather than if you lived a little bit more south and interior of Frisco, you'd be dealing with a lot more lights and a lot more school zones. So it actually might take you a little bit longer to get to the Dallas North Tollway, rather than being up along this neighborhood where you're up on 423, which is a pretty fast moving road. You're then on 380, which is once again a fast moving road. Now that's at times right now. I know some of you guys are like, no, 380 is a crap show right now. And yes, it is. Right, there's a lot of growing pains going on with that, so you will find traffic at some points, but at least once that gets developed out and moved on to where it's expanded out, it's going to be really quick to move on. So that is kind of the one good thing with this neighborhood and where it's located in terms. So yes, it is further up on this north side of Frisco, but at least it is along some of these highway systems to be able to get to the Dallas North Tollway relatively quick. School district in here is going to be Frisco ISD. It's going to be zoned for Minette Elementary, Wilkinson Middle School, and Panther Creek High School. All those schools are going to be 2 to 4 minutes away, really close commutes. And also the commute time for here for Dallas is going to be 50 minutes. DFW Airport is going to be 30 minutes away. Fort Worth is an hour away. The hospital is 11 minutes away, and the nearest grocery store is going to be an H-E-B. That's 4 minutes away. So the things that I like most, the pros and cons, if I can kind of break this neighborhood down, what I like most about this neighborhood is that you're kind of along that corridor of 423 and 380 where you've got your H-E-B. Costco's also going to be really close to here. Plenty of other shopping options along that kind of intersection, and then also plenty of good food options too. My family does go out to this kind of corridor of 423 and 380 with some of the food options in there. There are going to be some fast food options, but there is also some nice little restaurants kind of pocketed in some of these areas too over on this side. The other thing I like with this neighborhood is that it is coming with a pool area, community center, and there is some open fields to kind of walk around into. The thing that I don't like with this community is that some of the lots are backed up to 423. Some of the lots do have power line structures. I wish there was a little bit more of the amenity center, even though I just said I do like how it has the amenity center. I wish it did have a gym within it, but you don't always get that with them. The other thing I do like is that the HOA is covering front yard maintenance for the townhome, so at least you get that. And I think for location, it does have its pros and cons. I think for getting out of Frisco and onto 380, it is a pro, but then maybe getting more onto Main Street and to downtown Frisco, if you're not gonna take like the highway systems and you're just gonna take the roads, it is gonna be a lot further away. So maybe I don't like that aspect of it. Another good thing is that the elementary school is just right across the street from here, so that's gonna be a quick little commute to drop your kids off, so that's pretty good. And I guess it also depends on how you're looking at it. If you are wanting to buy a townhome, this is the type of community I would be buying in because you're around a bunch of other single family homes. If you're looking at single family homes, I would just buy the single family lots that, you know, right across the street isn't a townhome. I would pick more of the section where you're kind of surrounded more around the single family homes rather than right across the street is like a bunch of townhomes. That's going to do it for Hazelwood and kind of what's going on with this community. So plenty of lots available, plenty of different options. If you're looking for townhomes, if you're looking for 40 or 55-foot lots, there's going to be plenty of options right now. This is a new community, so it's still within its phase 1. If you guys have any other questions about buying within Frisco or looking at new construction in this North Texas area, I am a licensed real estate agent. Would love to work with you and your family on your home search. Other than that, peace out, y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, Bye.